Welcome to another
episode.
Hey, what the hell? That's my job.
Now that you're sitting in the middle, you got to interrupt.
Oh, my God.
Two
really?
dudes.
Fuck, I knew I should have sat there.
Two dudes sitting at a sports bar podcast here at the Upstairs Bar and Grill for the... This is the third time in a week that we've been...
Man, yeah. I've seen you guys more than my wife.
Oh, man.
Yeah, what's time and a half for $0?
The same amount of 20% of $0 as well, as you mentioned in the podcast last week.
I shockingly don't remember that.
Oh, okay.
Well, Sunday was fun, huh, guys?
Oh, what a great time.
I was...
I blame the Cleveland Browns for winning that game.
Well, it was funny. When we were recording, I thought it was... In the moment, I thought some of it was kind of uncomfortable. And then I actually, once I uploaded it and started looking at the hot takes and the clips and everything that came off it, I thought it came off pretty good.
Yeah.
I was actually surprised.
Turns out I was the one that did make the 9/11 joke. So, sorry, guys.
Onward and upward. Everything will be fine. But yeah, that was...
You know how many sponsors we lost from that joke?
What's 0% of 0?
Yeah. Once again, math. Let's math this thing. Yeah. No, it was a really exciting day. I thought that Cleveland Mafia guy was going to...
I thought you guys would be dead for sure. I was just sitting there keeping my goddamn mouth shut for once in my life.
But it turns out that he was having as much fun as we were because he was legitimately from Cleveland. And then the Browns somehow, after we ended our little podcast, pulled off a miracle. Dustin Hopkins comes back from missing an extra point, redeems himself, and makes one that's worth 3 times the amount to beat the Ravens by 2 points.
Jesus.
That's math, baby.
That is math. That's better math. That's arithmetic.
I'll just say our little parlay there came way closer than it should have to hitting.
It came so close that the daytime bartender that was working that
freaking
day,
out.
He called me 3 times because he's like, you got to talk to Mooney. You have to tell him to check in, and you have to tell him to cash out on this bet right now. And then what were you saying? You said you couldn't cash out on it because...
It had locked it because of the goddamn Giants game. And, Casey, you were perhaps right. So we ran the table there except for that Cowboys-Giants game.
No, it was the...
it was the Cardinals.
Falcon, the Falcons ended up losing it too, yeah.
But wow, that wasn't an electric...
what was it? 5 games ended in a game-winning field goal?
Yeah. And 6-6 with the Broncos.
Forgot it. Well, we'll get into that because this is.
Wow. I didn't know. I didn't realize that you guys did not see that. No, did not realize who the player was at the end.
No. And that was the funny part about it was.
Well, it's not funny for him, but
he's fine. He's kicking. He's out there.
We hope he's kicking.
It's all good.
Yeah, he deserved that one.
Yeah.
But one, I didn't see that coming because I thought, okay, the Bills are going to start to. Turn it up a little bit here. They're playing the Broncos, playing at home. They'll get themselves a nice, comfortable win. Get themselves to. I think that would have made them 6-4. And all of a sudden, I'm watching these replays because I didn't actually watch the game live. I'm like, wait a minute, the Broncos won? How did they win? They missed the field goal. 12 guys on the field.
12 guys on the field. And, man, that guy sure spends a lot of time on the field, huh? Laying down.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Yep.
It was DeMar Hamlin, people, just in case you didn't know that.
Yeah, which is
shocking. He was the 12th man on the field. So if you didn't see it, they hit a field goal to win. Oh, Denver misses a field goal.
Oh, like a 39-yarder. It wasn't even a long field goal.
Bills win, except flag on the play. Too many men on the field. Denver gets another shot at it, hits it to win by 1.
My new favorite prop bet parlay leg. Josh Allen over 0.5 interceptions every game.
Are we over Josh Allen yet? Is NFL over Josh Allen?
I mean, it's just free. I think it was minus 130.
Yeah, but I mean, it's
like
in general,
it's just
too.
free money. Like
it really
Josh
is.
Allen will throw a pick. Shit, I think he threw one with like 15 seconds into that game, and then they were like, but no, the guy didn't have his foot down, and it was just like, all right, I'll wait 3 more minutes till he throws another interception.
Casey was so happy. He was texting me the entire time about his interception bet.
Now, is this a result of them trying to make him like a pocket quarterback? Because remember a couple years ago when they were like, he's got to stop running. He's got to stop.
He forces it. He forces it down the field all the time.
But is he not running as much? Is that what he's doing? Is he just sitting in the pocket going, well, I can't run anymore. I got to try and...
No, he just, look at the one interception.
Ironically, he's on right now.
He's just he just chucks it at fucking Stephon Diggs, and it's like a 95-mile-an-hour fastball goes off his hands right to the safety.
Did you see that? I don't know if it was a true post or something like that, but there's this screenshot circulating around Instagram right now of something that Stephon Diggs may or may not have said at halftime. Something about him telling Josh Allen to look, I'm open, throw me the ball. He's like, well, if you want to get open, put on a Broncos uniform.
That's pretty goddamn funny.
I know it's a stretch, but I saw it pop up a couple of times, and I couldn't find anybody that was defending the.
Absolutely no way that's real.
I hope it's real.
I think it's real, but
I hope
it's
absolutely
real.
no way that's real
because he wants to go and play for the Cowboys with his brother.
Oh man, no, they're talking about him right now.
Yeah. So
that's his brother, the quarterback.
Trayvon Diggs,
yeah, same last name, same. So
like me and Darnell Mooney.
But yeah, the Bills look awful, but they have the Jets this week. They can pop back. They're still at 500, but they look bad.
I mean, they have beat the Jets once this season. Oh shit! Wait,
almost.
Was that opening night? Was that
No,
Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah, that was
night?
Aaron Rodgers' night.
no,
man.
play it. That was on 9/11.
Okay.
Well,
they fire Ken Dorsey.
No, it wasn't. That game was on 9/11.
it was.
That was the
I know.
9/11
But
Monday
you all
night
looked at
game.
me,
Yeah.
and I was like, I didn't say anything.
Yep, and I was like looking away from it. I'm just like, nope, not touching that one. But yeah, now Ken Dorsey. You made a funny joke earlier about.
Yeah, no, they fired Ken Dorsey, the offensive coordinator, because he had 12 guys in the field on the defensive play at the end of the game.
Yeah. Well, it shouldn't have even came down to it. The Bills are better than that, and they're playing at home. That it shouldn't have even came down to the point
But
where
I don't think the Bills are better though.
To be honest, are they better than that? I think they
Are
honestly.
they better than
the
the
Bills
Broncos?
beatable?
Than the Broncos at home? Yes.
I think, to be honest, if they're firing anyone, I think it should be their defensive coordinator because that team cannot tackle.
No, not
That
at
team
all.
is like the worst tacklers in the fucking league. And then they were bad, and then they would lose Matt Milano, and you're like, can they be worse at tackling?
Yeah.
And
The answer
then
is yes.
The answer is yes.
And that's a good point because their whole, since they came back into relevance in the last, 6 or 7 years, I think their whole identity was defense first, and then they started developing everybody on offense, and now they can't do shit defensively.
Well, so much of like that. Their identity was running the ball two to 3 times the first down.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. And now when you're passing the ball 3 times, if it's 3 incompletions, it's 10 seconds off the game clock and you fucking give it to the other team.
Yeah, and your defense
and
is gassed.
you cannot run, you cannot have a defense-first offense, a defense-first team. That a defense-first offense wouldn't make sense. Hey, it's early for us too.
Yeah. No,
And then and expect you can't run that type of team with the pass-first offense.
Yep.
That would be like the 2000 Rams having a defensive-focused team.
The greatest show on turf,
they
baby.
scored 100 points a game.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they look bad. Jets next week. Who knows what's going to happen with that? But I kind of wanted to go back. We had some breaking news when we were walking up here. So it's for the Browns. It's Steelers week. Excited. Both teams are 6-3. It looks like a very winnable game for the Browns. And then Casey gets a text message. I had my phone in my pocket. It's like Watson out for the season. Deshaun Watson season-ending surgery on his throwing shoulder.
A lot of massages in his future.
Oh, you know what? It's funny because Monday and Tuesday, all over ESPN, they were just like, is Deshaun Watson back? Is he? And in my head, I'm just like, no, not quite. But I'm like, but he's getting there. He looked good in that second half.
That scramble to basically win the game was.
Yeah.
He was fucking stiff arming dudes. And
Yep. So now it's PJ Walker. Do we have to trade back for Josh Dobbs? Do we have to? Does he have to go full
I don't
circle?
think we have the capital for it.
I don't think so either. I'm not going to lie. Even with that, PJ Walker does have starting experience. They should still beat the Steelers because the Steelers are just anemic offensively.
Yeah, but the Steelers actually, if you look at their stats, how the hell are they 6-3?
Coaching and defense.
Yeah, but it's like, damn, what the least exciting team of all time. It's like watching goddamn paint dry.
For me,
but you look at the record, it's like, how the fuck are you guys 6-3?
The fact that Ken Dorsey got fired before Matt Canada is a fucking.
They didn't want Matt
anomaly.
Canada
They
since
didn't want
week
him, yeah.
one. They were anti Matt Canada. oh my God, at the very start of the season. So it's pretty surprising, but they're winning, and I love it because Mike Tomlin seems displeased that the team is 6-3. That's just where his expectations are at. I hate the Steelers, but I love that guy. I love Mike Tomlin. I think he's just awesome.
He's been around.
You know what?
How long?
It's because
25 years.
When
it was
Cowher won his Super Bowl. What was that? 2006.
No,
2005.
2005 maybe.
I think it was. Yeah, it was my freshman year of college when they beat the Cardinals in that Super.
Yeah,
what's
I would
that?
say
No,
2005.
No. That was
they beat
beat
the Seahawks.
Yeah, the Seahawks with Sean Alexander.
And that was also. I'm pretty sure that was also Mike Tomlin.
Yeah, was it?
Was
All
it
right.
really?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think because I thought Bill Cowher got
That
one.
was the,
and it was with Jerome Bettis though.
That was the bus's last ride.
And it was in Detroit.
Oh,
Where
thanks, Andy. Found your
I think
shades.
he's from Detroit, right? Originally, I think that was the big deal for him.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I gotta look this up. But
I know it was Roethlisberger's. He wasn't a rookie.
I think it was his second year
because his rookie year he went 14. He was like 14-1, basically.
Well, let's look this up. Bill Cowher.
Let's look this up. While we're looking that up.
Yep, that was his last year coaching. It looks like
Those cowards.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, he got that Super Bowl, and then they bring in Tomlin, and it was just a changing of the guard. He's never been below 500, ever. He's been at 500. I think they've had a couple of 8-8 teams, but he has managed to get every single thing out of all those teams over the years, and it seems like they're always in playoff contention. In a tough division when you got
When you have the Bengals in there, and like the Bengals have been, like I've said, two separate organizations essentially. They had the Carson. He was there for the Carson Palmer Bengals
when Marvin
and the
Lewis,
Rudy Johnson. Yeah, and
Marvin
now,
Lewis went 0-9 in the
yeah,
playoffs,
and
but still
now,
got
and now
into
the
the
Burrow
playoffs.
now the Burrow Bengals.
Yep.
Speaking of the Bengals, it's the C.J. Stroud era. I feel like, right?
Yeah.
In like Houston. I mean, that was.
CJ.
Yeah.
Who saw that one coming? That was.
I did not.
He's throw like I think he threw for 480. Then he threw for 357 last week.
Yep, he's currently second in the league in passing yards.
Shoe-in offensive rookie of the year.
Oh, definitely.
Gotta be.
It's there.
I think the MVP talk is a little premature though.
No,
Yeah.
that's not happening.
True. But I don't doubt that. I think there's some validity to it, just because you took a team that was supposed to be as bad as the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden they are in the power rankings. I think they just cracked the top 10 this week.
Speaking of doubters, we were among the biggest doubters. We refused to even
Yeah.
say his name at the beginning
I'll
of the
admit it.
season.
We could
Called him the wrong name that we were so
It was
quickly called out on.
It was the but that was also like Ohio State quarterback coming into the league.
Yep. I was
You got to
looking at
prove
the
it. You got to earn it.
stereotypes.
Congratulations, C.J. Stroud. You've earned it.
Yep, you get a sticker. You get a gold sticker this week.
Well, let's not crown him just yet. Okay, it's still.
No, we crowned him as
His actual
we
name.
say his name.
Oh, okay.
We call him by his right name.
As we crowned him as we were wrong, and now we know his name.
Other than
Okay.
Bryce Stroud, who still hasn't earned his stripes yet.
PJ Cloud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now let's call him that. But yeah, I was looking at this game because obviously the Browns have the Steelers this week, and then I think they have Houston the week after that. From the start of the year, I was looking at that as just a shoe-in win. But
Not anymore.
C.J. Stroud's going to have to go up against a pretty intense defense that the Browns have, and
It's like camping
what do you mean?
by how intense it is.
I saw that joke coming. Oh my god.
I didn't.
Yeah, the second you said camping, I go, oh god.
I didn't. Oh, look at all. Did you see all these brawls going on last night?
I love it. NBA's back.
Speaking of last night, boy, did that Chet Wemby game live up to its hype or what?
What was it, a
Whoa,
40
yeah.
point blowout?
Oh, no. I had the fucking game on at the bar, and every single thing was like, Wemby versus Chet, who's ready for their showdown? And I
Next
think
Magic Bird, it is not.
I think Wemby went 4 for 15,
Yep.
and I think Chet maybe had 8 points too.
Yeah, it was. Here's the thing. I think both of the guys are trying to force it a little bit, especially Wemby, instead of letting the game come to them. And we were actually talking to the guy downstairs in the coffee shop about it because we can get to this in a second. He thinks the Turkish guy from Houston is going to be an MVP in the next 5 years.
Turkish Sempen or
Oh no.
yeah, oh yeah, no, that's what we
They should have taken his money right then and be like, yeah, I'll bet you.
At next 5 years, MVP.
Of what, the Turkish league? Because that's what you're going back to.
Hey, it's on record right now, so if it happens, we're really going to look stupid.
Yeah, hey.
especially if we're doing this in 5 years still.
Yeah.
But Wemby and Chet, they'll come along. They're learning the game right now, and right now the game is built to the NBA game is built to protect guys like that. So I don't care how skinny they are, they'll be fine. People aren't taking them out in the lane.
Well, the Spurs need another guard too. If they get another guy just to stretch that wing a little bit, they'll open him up.
You know who would be great on that team is Dejounte Murray.
Yeah. I don't get it.
That's the guy they traded to the Hawks.
Oh, DeJounte or whatever his name is.
Yeah. You can see my face blank right there. But I was like, I know this name, but I just
they got rid of him and let him go to the Hawks. There, yeah.
But yeah, it was. I mean, they got into a fight, and it was once again they had that dumb racing lane on the court for this in-season tournament that I hate.
It's that these courts are so bad.
It's terrible, and the in-season tournament is the dumbest idea I can't stand it.
Do you know what's happening? Like I don't.
What do you win?
Even.
A trophy, and somebody said each guy gets like $1,000 or something.
But we went over this I think last week too. It's like the in-season tournament is just the regular season, and then you get a trophy at the end as well.
I think the most important one would be the very first inaugural one, which I think probably somebody like LeBron would be all about winning.
Is it
2 or 3 years ago that are all awful? That's a travel, by the way.
Maybe they're trying to incentivize James Harden to finally win a fucking game.
Did you see the thing that if you just fade James Harden, you're like 11-0 this year?
If you fade him,
if you fade
the Clippers,
if you bet against James Harden, well, because he was 0-6. I think he's 0-5 with the Sixers and 0-6 with the Clippers against the spread.
So maybe we should start doing that.
There you go. 0-5 with James Harden this season. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me. You have too many guys that need the ball. Dame Lillard going to Milwaukee made sense to me because you have guys that can play in a pick-and-roll set. Both guys don't need the ball necessarily, but now you got a team that has Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, James Harden, Russell Westbrook, another guy that needs the ball in his hands.
He's even on the team.
And Russell Westbrook, if you saw, there's a clip of him on the bench last night. He got benched during crunch time. It looked like to bring James Harden in, and you could just see him physically pissed off on the bench.
Yeah. You know who would actually be a great addition to the Clippers, who doesn't need the ball in his hands, but he's great with balls in his hands, is Dwight Howard.
Yeah.
I'm not touching that. Get it? I'm not touching that.
Dwight will.
Yeah. Celtics look good, though. They're rolling.
They're just going to do what they do.
Yeah, they're playing the Sixers tonight.
I'm still so mad they blew out, or when they
couldn't whack the Pacers.
No, when they sucked against the Sixers, I gassed that over, dude.
Oh, that was last week.
Yeah, last week. Yeah.
Well, we're not back tonight.
Oh, look at that court.
They're so bad.
It's just terrible courts.
Oh my God!
I've been taking pictures of them, and I think I put them in the group text. The Celtics one is terrible. It's green with yellow in the middle.
I don't.
Sidebar. How is Crypto.com still sponsoring things?
I don't know. Here's the thing.
They get that Matt Damon buddy, dude. Yeah.
I thought they. Or was that FTX?
That was FTX.
That was FTX.
Sorry. Which one of the 8 was the Ponzi?
He made off with a lot of money.
And made off with a lot of years in prison.
Denise, stop pounding those fifths of Bacardi Light.
Damn it, Denise.
Well, we got interrupted because
it is 10:40 in the morning, Denise.
Yeah. Marvin's going to be pissed.
You can't be just pounding Bacardi Light.
Do you guys know we're recording right now?
Yeah. We're actually, Denise, we're here for your intervention. Yeah, please stop drinking so much.
Please, no more Bernie Madoff jokes.
Or share it with us. Okay.
Yeah.
Where were we?
Oh, I wanted to get back to the Cowboys and Giants game. I was totally convinced that was a trap game.
That was
I was
the least trap game of all time.
I thought, I'm just like, you know what? I'm like, you got a busted up Giants team with nothing to lose, and currently at the moment they are the favorites. Even though the Panthers are 1-8, they are the favorites according to the polls and everything that they came out with to get the number 1 pick in the draft next year.
The Patriots. Come on, man.
Bill Belichick
terrible
knows strategy.
on Sunday.
Keep them competitive and just keep losing.
Well, the Cardinals won, so the Cardinals are.
The Cardinals are going to play themselves out of the top 4.
Well, the more games Kyler wins,
yeah,
the less chance they have of drafting his replacement.
It's oh god.
Is it bonkers? It's not bonkers.
It's not bonkers.
It's a man playing for his job.
Exactly.
With his guaranteed money.
And with Call of Duty already coming out, he's giving up a lot. That's his number one passion.
New Warzone's not out till December, so.
Oh, no,
here we go.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Oh, thank
Modern
you, Denise.
Warfare 3. Sorry.
We'll keep our mouths shut. Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Cinnamon time, huh?
All right, Denise. Intervention postponed.
Yeah. You done good, girl.
But that was one of the games that we were paying attention to late at night. Because
oh my god, the fact that we hit every single early game
up until that point,
yeah, up until literally it was
at the end the Cardinals.
Yeah, no, but before the you just let me have my thing here, man. Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Well, just to give everybody a review, it was an 11-game parlay.
Yep.
And it was a $100 bet, and the payout would have been like $89 or $90.
$89,000.
And you hit the first 7.
We hit the first 10.
No,
9.
Nine.
Yeah.
And
still a pretty good run, though.
Yeah.
Andy, I don't know if you know this, but I did get me and Mooney quarterback play sheets for us to put our parlays on.
Yep.
I'll superimpose this into the podcast. It's. Do you know what we're talking about? The quarterbacks have all
You're
their
good.
plays on the armband, so now it's.
We have parlay armbands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it have the Velcro so you can really make the noise? Be like, what do you got this week?
Yes.
Oh, love it.
Absolutely love it.
Yes.
Did you fix my hair on it yet? Are you gonna fix it?
I had some people on the island, and I was like, oh, I got my podcast tomorrow, and they were like, oh, what's the podcast called? And I'm like, well, it's called the Two Dudes Sitting in a Sports Bar podcast. We're still workshopping it, but we're not.
No, we have a banner made now. Now we're stuck with it.
Yesterday at work, I tried to explain it to somebody that came in because he must have been here or something, but he was just like, Browns fan, yeah. And he was like, oh, you're doing a podcast. What's it called? And I was like, Two Dudes Sitting at a Sports Bar podcast. He's like, yeah, I get that. He's like, well, what's the name of it? I'm like,
No, that's it.
No, that's the name. He's like, no. He's like, I get that you guys are 2 dudes. I'm like, well, it's actually 3 guys, 3 dudes. And he goes, yeah, how do I find it? I'm like, search 2 Dudes Sitting at a Sports Bar podcast. And he's like, but there's 3 of you. And I go, exactly.
Yeah, that's why no one watches this. It's too hard to find.
You know how you normally find a podcast on like Spotify or something? Yeah, we're YouTube exclusive.
Yeah, we have a deal with the Windmill Bar channel.
Yeah. Thank you for paying for the banner, YouTube.
Yeah. Crypto.com, brought to you by,
FTX.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sam Bankman-Fried, for sponsoring this podcast.
Is he going to get off, you think?
No, he's
No?
gonna. I mean, I think
he's
people
going
are
to get killed in jail, probably.
What,
One of those kinda-
I think
FTX
people are
guy?
gonna get off on him in jail.
I think so too. They're going to pass him around like some sort of cryptocurrency. It's a good joke, guys. Come on.
I actually enjoyed it. I have to sit there and go.
Thank you. Thank you. It's still early, guys. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm warming up here.
I know we started.
Oh, hey.
No, we started an hour later, but we're still.
Well, it's
living at 9
daylight
a.m.
savings time, man.
Savings time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
That's how Denise shows up to work on time.
Yeah, we had to literally push the start time back. Wait, so is she our new bartender just for every time we do this now? Yeah, no, but she was here Sunday, too. And she did a great job.
Yeah, she did. She did get tricked into working Sunday.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I'm not sorry about that at all.
so we have Denise on retainer then.
Yeah.
Hey,
Retainer.
hey, we're thinking about doing another live podcast on Sunday. So why don't you get it here at about 5 in the morning, Denise?
Is there a soccer on early? Yeah.
Yeah, there's a Bangladeshi football match that we really need this podcast available for.
What do you know about Highlight? Anything?
Are you going to have any of that on your little armband? I mean, obviously, you have the NFL parlays, but are the soccer ones going to be on there too? Or are you
Yeah,
going to have that
of course,
like
man.
in a shin guard?
No, we have separate flaps.
the Dangjun Bears are minus 1.5.
The Samsung Thunder. These are real teams we're naming, by the way, too. Korean baseball, my man.
Do you see they charged the guy in the hockey thing?
Yeah, finally.
The more I watch that video, the more I had to explain it to Olivia last night. She was just like, wait a minute. She's like, they're going to charge him with manslaughter? I'm like, yes, he swung his leg around and he kicked with a blade that they sharpen before every game.
Have you read the I do want to say this. There were a couple great ESPN headlines and ESPN articles. And the one with the that they were like player charged or like person charged with manslaughter in ICE like slashing case or whatever, and they were like the police refused to release the name, and then they're like the player, and then like
it was on television.
No, dude,
like live.
A paragraph down, they were like the player who did it was this, and I'm like. What, like, would they charge someone else with it?
Yeah.
Like you just said the police refused to release the name, and then ESPN's like, it was this guy, just so you know.
Not to make a terrible joke here. I'm going to make a terrible joke here. Did the guy get a penalty?
He had to have.
Slashing?
Wait, do they?
Yeah, okay.
See, I set myself up for that.
So do they just put him in the penalty box for 3 to 5, or
for 25 to life?
Does he just sit in the penalty box for the rest of his career?
The other great headline that was on ESPN.com was I don't know if you guys remember Fairleigh Dickinson University who beat Purdue.
Do. Yeah.
So.
Were we calling it something else when that happened? Emily Dickinson, you or something like
yes,
that?
Yes, it was. We were calling them
blind or something.
Emily Dickinson University. But so apparently they were watching like their film study was in like an old shower room that they got. Yeah, exactly. No,
yeah.
it was like
in Porky's.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so then the ESPN headline was FDU to stop watching film in showers. And I'm like, wait a second. No, this is a clicker. Like this is a clicker to see what's happening.
They got me. Steal my identity.
And it was just about them like getting their film room refurbished or like getting in a new film room. But it was like to be like basketball team to stop watching film in the showers. That could go a lot Lot of ways.
That is right up there with.
There's a Dwight Howard joke in there somewhere.
I was just gonna say that, but also, what was the Jeremy Lin headline?
The best ESPN.
That guy didn't just get fired. He got so fired.
The best one ever was when Jeremy Lin finally lost.
I remember this.
It was a chink in the armor.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they not only that, it's like, okay, first off, the person that wrote it should be fired.
Yeah.
Two, the person, the editor that allowed it to get released.
Yeah.
And then who is the third line of defense right there that was just like,
it's ESPN.
Perfect.
It's ESPN. There's 20 fucking lines of defense.
Yeah.
And everyone must have just been like,
Disney owns it.
it's a good one.
Yeah, run that.
And
that's smart. That's good.
Like, it was, and here's the thing about that, is everybody was paying attention to this. I was in New York during
Linsanity.
During Linsanity.
Linsanity, indeed.
And that was 2012, I think. Pretty sure it was 2012.
He went to Harvard, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Harvard. He was from California. He was, in his division, I want to say he was like the state player of the year. Nobody was like
6'4". Yeah, he's like a tall dude.
Just real quick, did you know Ryan Fitzpatrick went to Harvard as well?
Yep.
It's like CrossFit.
So did Kyle Juszczyk.
The joke is that anytime Ryan Fitzpatrick does anything, they tell you he went to Harvard.
It's the CrossFit of colleges. Sorry, universities.
He's the vegan. It's the
that
vegan.
Is the joke.
He's the vegan of Harvard's.
But Linsanity in New York was you could not go around a block without seeing somebody with a Lin jersey on.
I think it's Asian. Yeah.
That too. But it was... and the fact that they released that article, I was just like, ooh,
well,
man.
In his defense, you were in Chinatown, so...
No, I was everywhere.
I just made almost the same joke. You know?
But it was Linsanity. It really was. That's all I got to say about that.
That's very rocking to me. Well, moving on. So, So that Giants game, like I fell in love with the points there. That was me.
So did I.
And,
It was
I mean, it was 17.5.
Yeah,
I was the second you told me you took that, I was like, no.
Anytime
you tried to talk me out of
no.
it too. Like early on, you're like, no, do not do it. They're gonna get smashed.
Anytime I see a double-digit spread, I get excited about it in the NFL.
Do you know why I said that?
Because you know what you're talking about. You're smart.
No, because I took the Giants the first fucking game of the season when they played the Cowboys and got absolutely boat raced 40-0 by the Cowboys in game 1, and I'm like, oh, these dudes ain't it. And that was when they had an actual fucking quarterback on their team.
The DeVito story is heartfelt. You know,
still lives in New Jersey.
This time of the year, holiday season coming up.
His mom still makes his bed.
His family went to the game. They all
stories don't win games.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna say that.
But it'll win your heart.
Yeah, his family looked exactly what I thought his family would look like. Just Staten Island-y, Northern New Jersey Italians.
His dad was 5'2", maybe like some hair on the tufts, wearing glasses.
The mom had bangs, like
starred in Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
He was the Penguin, in Gotham.
He played Arnold Schwarzenegger's twin in a movie in the 80s.
How are we not that for Halloween, you and I? Oh, you know, we should have been for Halloween. The Undertaker and Paul Bearer. We really missed the boat on that one.
You know what? I'm gonna throw this out there, and I think thoughts on this. I want to. Speaking of Halloween, I know it's like a whole year away. I want to convince my work people if we can do like a Dick's Last Resort as our theme.
Wouldn't just be assholes?
Yeah.
That would actually be pretty awesome.
Yeah, like we're just dicks.
You just name off the menu to them, and they have to order from that.
Literally
Like,
thought, whoa.
It would be like my Christmas. That would be like my Christmas. Like I like anytime anyone tips me, I just get to look at it and go like, that's it.
Yeah, you know what your coworker Austin Doolin calls that? A Monday.
Tuesday.
Yeah. A day that ends in Y. Yeah.
And that's not Christmas for him.
No. He'll tell you all about it.
Well, another game that I thought was going to be the game of the week for me was the 49ers-Jags.
Yeah. That was a shit potato.
Yo, after the Niners lost 3 straight, then had a bye.
They probably had
we were crowning them all year.
Uh-huh.
And we were also talking about the Jags, like the Jags have the potential to be this great team.
But they're also the Jags.
They
still do.
But then they do that.
Yeah. They lay an egg at home.
Time.
Yeah. And that was kind of disappointing. But it looks like the Niners utilized their time on their bye week to get their shit together and blow out the Jags by 31 on the road. So props to them on that one.
Yeah, like honestly, I was like here Sunday night, and not one person. I was like trying to see how long I go without putting on the Raiders-Jets game Sunday night. Not one person asked for it. I had the Bruins game on.
The Raiders-Jets game was pretty bad.
Yeah,
I know this because I woke up from my pass out in halfway through the third quarter and decided to watch the end of that game and was just like, oh.
Woof.
16-12.
This is a pretty bad.
Hey, the Raiders.
This is a pretty bad game.
Is that scoregami? Did we even look that up?
The McDaniels list Raiders.
No.
I don't think
2-0.
so.
They are
still smoking cigars in the locker room.
Playing pinball.
Antonio Pierce. The Antonio Pierce.
I like this era.
And then did you just see he signed one of the expatriates who he coached in high school?
Really?
It was like Jack Johnson or like
I did see
some
that.
cornerback.
The musician? The boxer?
Yeah.
We should really look stuff up before we come on here.
Who would have thought I was going to talk about that?
That's a good point.
That was I only saw it on like the Chiron. Like it was like it came under and it was like Antonio Pierce happened to coach this guy while he was a high school coach before he became a offensive assistant in.
So Eagles and Chiefs are Monday night.
Monday night.
Ooh,
the Kelsey Suckfest. Yeah, that's going to be on there. But ESPN.
Oh fuck! I didn't even think of that. Yeah.
Oh god. Good thing I'm off Mondays.
Yeah, it cancels my Dungeons and Dragons night too.
Does it really?
Yeah, we can't. Well, because it's at Beeman's.
Because of Beeman's. Oh,
yeah, so we can't do Dungeons and Dragons.
What time do you guys usually do that at?
Night?
Yeah, well, I know, but because now the Monday night games start at like fucking midnight here. So,
I mean, we don't play Dungeons and Dragons around Monday Night Football,
except for this week.
Except this week.
Well, no. If there's the kind of the rule is if there is a Chief, because he always has people over for Chiefs games.
Okay.
So if there is a Chiefs Monday night game, we cancel Dungeons and Dragons.
So you do play it around the Monday night schedule. If it's a Chiefs game.
I mean, kind of. Yeah, but I was thinking about it the other way.
That's exactly what I was trying to get at there.
Yeah, it's literally exactly what you were trying to say.
Fuck you!
Oh, God.
Wow. That's the...
I think we're finally
hitting...
hitting...
Is that the Cleveland Mafia coming out?
Yeah, no shit, dude. Danny Green over here.
I quit, Andy.
Well, we haven't talked about any college football. We can get into next week's picks with the NFL. Maybe getting a little bit more NBA. You said there's something going on with Major League Baseball,
yeah,
too.
free agency, baby, right around
now.
the corner.
So...
Where's Ohtani going?
Mm-hmm.
Who do the Red Sox blow $200 million on, probably? I'm going to say Juan Soto.
Okay.
I guarantee they
Juan
blow
Soto's
up their
gonna get
entire
paid
farm
again.
system to get Juan Soto.
And we're back.
You guys catch any of those college hoops games last night? It was the...
I mean, theoretically, back in the day, those would have been great games. You had Michigan State, Duke, and then Kansas versus Kentucky.
Yeah.
So what was crazy about that Duke-Michigan State game was I just had it on at the bar and I looked up. At halftime, it was like with 4 minutes left in the half, I look up and it's 20-18. And I'm like, are we doing quarters now? Like, are we doing like are we doing like women's quarters?
It is not the
that was an old school Michigan State game then.
No, except then it ended up like 77 to 70.
Refs probably started letting them play.
And then Kansas was down 14 to Kentucky.
I didn't know.
Came back and won by 6.
Okay.
Kansas is good, number 1, right? I didn't
Kansas,
watch 1 second of college
Kansas is
basketball last night at all.
Kansas is currently the number 1, and they go to Maui this weekend for the Maui Invitational.
Woohoo.
There's some great teams there. Purdue's there with Frankenstein. Frankenstein came back.
Yeah, sweet.
Zach Ivey or whatever his name is.
What is it? That 7'4" guy or something?
Yeah, I refer to him as Frankenstein.
Okay, that works
For like a while now, too.
Gonzaga's in that tournament as well. Marquette is there. UCLA is there.
When's the Paradise Jam? That's coming up, right?
Ooh. Yeah, let's look that up.
Whoa, Andy, can we go to that? Can we broadcast live?
Hey,
from there?
we should broadcast live from the Paradise Jam.
Yeah.
In St. Thomas?
The college basketball tournament? Big sports guy? Yeah.
When is that?
You heard it here first. He said,
gotta
why
be,
not?
It's
that
got to be here
yes.
shortly.
Well, yeah, because everybody goes into tournaments here coming up.
Right, and one of them is here in the... One of them is here in the USVI.
Yeah, you have the Bahamas Championship.
Paradise Jam, brother. Yeah.
What is the Blue Devil Challenge? They play Bucknell.
Bucknell?
Whatever. Cancun Challenge.
Ooh, it's called not get diarrhea.
I'm still.
Paradise. Let's see. Ooh, let's see who's in the Paradise Jam. We have. Oh shit, Kentucky.
What?
Really?
Wildcats, whoa.
Wait, sorry, it's women's Kentucky.
Oh. Wildcats, whoa.
Lady Wildcats, whoa.
No.
Sorry, we love our women's basketball here at the Two Dudes in the Sports Bar podcast.
At least his side of the
Way
podcast
to smooth that over.
Go Aces. Let's see. The men's, we have Drake and Howard and Penn State and San Jose State.
Okay, maybe we're not going this thing then.
Yeah.
They might have to come to us.
Yeah.
They might have to go play in the outdoor courts here.
I don't even know what that logo is. That's the Missouri State Bears for sure. And
How
then,
do you know what the Missouri State Bears look like?
Can you just put all these logos up during the thing?
I'll take a screenshot of this and put
instead
it up
of all just like
how do I
over
not? How do I not know what the Missouri State Bears look like?
I don't know, but at the same time, I think I said it last week. I haven't paid any attention to college basketball.
We're not even talking college basketball. We're talking colleges.
I don't know.
I mean, like the Missouri State fighting Bears.
Well, I know.
I don't even.
I know
I
what
have
jersey I'm
nothing-
buying today.
I have nothing to even say about that.
It's my autism coming in. I'm really good at college mascots and logos.
Well, let's get to something college that we do care about. We were kind of scrolling through the college football games this weekend. There's one or two of them, but the one that's still as interesting as it was last week is another Iowa game.
Under.
Yep. Casey's
Under.
Iowa,
Iowa,
Unders.
Illinois, and the over/under is 30.5.
Is it?
I think that's high too.
It is in.
Oh, it's in Iowa.
Yeah, in Iowa, 30.5. Are you still punching the under? Are you still riding the under train there?
Oh, goddamn, yeah. That game was close. For those of you who didn't tune into our Sunday podcast, that game was 3-0 about 5 minutes into the third quarter, and then Iowa kept picking off the ball and scoring touchdowns.
I sent Casey a screen grab of the plays, and literally the first 9 drives. It said punt, 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 interception, fumble, punt, missed field goal.
Iowa football, baby.
You know what? If it's paying out on your bets, then I think it's something interesting and worth watching. So that definitely. Hey, I might actually just watch the entire game. Who knows?
UNC Clemson. UNC Clemson's this week.
Where's that at? That's not even listed on the.
No, yeah, it is. Because North Carolina's ranked. And my problem is with these, I feel like Clemson, they don't want to rank us, but they keep making us 5 fucking point favorites.
They've lost really shitty games this year.
Really?
Well, kind of.
What,
Notre Dame?
Notre Dame?
Yeah.
we beat Notre Dame.
Yeah, never mind. Yeah, exactly. You should have beat them by more.
We lost to NC State. No, Notre Dame was ranked in that game.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
'cause
in
they
Clemson.
have a 30-year-old good-looking quarterback.
Yeah.
That guy is pretty good looking, I will say.
I'll say that.
Are you just saying
He
that
looks
because
like
you
a rip
kind of
from
look like
Yellowstone.
Sam Hartman? I feel like,
I'll go with that. That's fine.
I'll give you that.
You said last week I looked like Carson Wentz.
yeah, those are 2 NFL quarterbacks.
Handsome dudes. Yeah.
Sorry.
All right. Well, thank you.
Sorry for the compliment.
Thank you. I appreciate
Jesus.
that.
Just take it.
Well, last week we had a game that I thought was going to be a little bit closer than it actually turned out to be. Was the Georgia Bulldogs and the Ole Miss Rebels, the running
Land Sharks. I think they're the Land Sharks now.
the Land Sharks.
No,
I don't get it. If you know what,
they
if
had
you
to,
told me that, I would believe it.
No, they had to change. Didn't they change their name 10 years ago?
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss, yeah, and they remember they tried to change
Wait, is that
their.
true?
Yeah, they tried. The entire student section tried to change their mascot to Admiral Akbar for the Running Rebels.
I thought they were asking where. Oh my God!
I got to look this up. I do
No,
not.
just
I,
don't look it up.
This is 15. This is 15 years ago. That is a real thing.
I don't remember what I had for dinner last night, so I'm not going to remember that.
Also, I don't really follow Ole Miss too much. I
Right,
started following once
that's
Lane
fair.
Kiffin went there.
That Utah-Arizona game. Arizona is is giving a point at home, and I love it.
Did you see the article about Arizona mishandling something like $240 million because it has something to do with them changing conferences or whatever they're going to, and they currently have the most amount of varsity teams coming into their conference change, and because of something with that, it mishandled the money to the point of $240 million.
Was it a TV deal or something, or was it just
I don't know if it's the TV deal, but Arizona's in a little bit of financial trouble right now because of that mistake that they made.
What conference are they going into?
Are they moving over to the Big 12?
the Big 12? Aren't
They're
they?
going. Yeah, I think they're one of the Big 12 guys from the Pac-12.
Which, I mean, believe it or not, kind of makes sense based on where their location is and the fact that the LAC-12 is
But
not becoming a thing.
The Pac-12 this year, though, arguably next to the SEC, probably the best conference right
Which
now.
is also crazy. None of those fucking teams are in the playoffs right now.
Which is that's insane.
Like the fact that they have Washington undefeated, who has beaten USC,
Yes.
Oregon, and has played
Utah,
fantastic-
a ranked
and now
Utah team on Saturday.
beat
And,
Utah.
yeah.
And they're just waiting for them to and they're just well, once Ohio State and Michigan play each other, then you can have one of those spots.
Yeah, but so wait, you're not going to lose one of those two teams because the worst case they get knocked out to 4 if Michigan or
It's right now Ohio State's 2 and Michigan's 3.
yeah. But, hang on, Penn State is not a goddamn top 10 team.
no.
Like,
Oh, God,
what
no.
the fuck? Yeah.
No.
They look like garbage.
No, and the NCAA would like nothing better than to move Michigan to outside of the play.
Yeah, like
move them out
8.
of the playoffs.
Yeah.
So the NCAA right now is going to do everything in their power to make sure that Ohio State beats them. They're going to give them every advantage because they're like, we don't even want this to be a controversy.
No, not even, they don't even put it on TV.
I heard
the controversy. They don't want to show it.
I heard rumors about if Michigan beat Ohio State that they would boycott the Big Ten championship game, just because even if they did that, that kind of forfeits them as a loss, but that might put them at number 4, which I would love to see that if they pulled that one off.
But to have Washington sitting outside this playoff,
I don't.
It is.
They've been consistent all year. They've done exactly what they're supposed to do. They show
but also, they're fun to watch.
They show up to the big games.
Yeah.
And I still don't understand why they're outside of the top 4.
That Utah game on Saturday was fantastic. Went right down the end, and Washington is legit.
Yeah.
But you can say the same thing with Oregon. Like Oregon, they're rolling right now too.
They're sitting at what, 6?
Yeah, I think I didn't even look at the rankings, but it is
Oregon.
It is bananas that but top to bottom.
Yeah, Oregon's at 6.
Oregon 6, and then Texas 7, I believe.
Yep. Yeah, they currently have Oregon as the
Texas
best. The best
7,
one.
Alabama 8.
Yep.
And then
Mizzou moved up 5
Mizzou
spots.
9.
And Louisville 10.
Missouri
Oregon State.
looked great against Tennessee on Saturday. But like Casey and I talk about this, that Tennessee quarterback. He's a great college quarterback. He's not going to do shit in the NFL.
Well, he's got a big test this week because they play
Georgia, right? Yeah.
That'll be right now it's a 10-point spread.
Andy, who do you like in Tennessee, Georgia this week?
Look behind you.
He likes Tennessee.
You like Jameson whiskey?
I love Jameson.
Yeah. Speaking of,
Andy says Tennessee outright by 30.
Andy just wants all teams to have a good time and then be on our group text message.
I mean, there's a couple other ranked Kansas State. Speaking of which, where's Milton?
Milton is.
I saw his face on a milk carton at Starfish.
Sleeping it off. Was it chocolate milk?
God damn it. It is now.
But that Georgia-Tennessee game is.
He's not here to defend himself. I'm going to make that.
Yeah, and that's on him. Okay. This is why we started a new message. Okay.
And that game is in Tennessee. 58.5 point over/under.
Yeah, it didn't stop Missouri.
Yeah.
They look good. That kid Schrader, like we were talking the other day, that kid Schrader legit is going to be a Patriot in 2 years, I bet. He is a prototypical short white guy that can do 9 different things.
So Belichick's got his eye on him.
Is it a receiver?
It's a receiver / running back / cornerback / water boy.
Taysom Hill 2.0. Taysom Hill 2.0.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. I think that'll probably wrap up college a little bit. Let's move back into the NFL this upcoming week. Tomorrow night, we actually have a decent Thursday night
I'm kind of
game.
excited for this game, man. For real.
Bengals-Ravens.
Ravens.
Let's at least talk about this before we take a little breather.
Yeah, why not?
So the last 2 Thursday night games have been absolute garbage. We have Bears-Panthers, even though my cousin Darnell was playing. I can't believe my Darnell Mooney bet didn't win.
Did you guys watch that game? That game sucks.
That game was so bad.
I honestly didn't watch.
It literally
any
came
of
down
it.
like field goals at the end.
I caught some of it at work, but then I was just like,
It was real
it was
bad.
cannot
really
get into
bad.
this.
And it only being on Amazon Prime never helps.
Well, we get so many people that come into my other job that are just like, hey, are you guys going to broadcast the game? I'm like, we don't have a Fire Stick. We have the regular cable package here. We don't have Prime Video here.
Oh, fun fact. I have my Amazon Prime signed into our smart TVs at Beach Bar.
Fun fact, we have the every single Thursday night game here at the Upstairs Bar and Grill because we also have Amazon Prime, unlike Andrew over here.
Just the hate I'm getting
No, at
right
work.
now.
I have it on my phone, but I'm
Yeah,
not.
well, we have it here.
Yes, I know. We have. We
It's
definitely
literally
have
logged
it
in
here.
right now.
You could definitely watch it at the Upstairs Bar. Yeah, no. That's why I said the other job.
Buddy, it's how I get paid. They pay me, Andy.
So anyway, hey, if you guys want to watch the game, we'll be here.
Yeah, but
starting at what?
yeah, you have
11:30 Atlantic Standard Time, probably.
Bengals Ravens Thursday night. I am actually excited for this.
Yeah, we'll also have at least the first half on at Beach Bar before we close.
But legit, like I said the other day, that AFC North, man, that division's rocking and rolling.
Yeah.
like clearly top to bottom, head to toe, probably the best in the division. Best NFL division in the league.
Well, it's now PJ Walker time, too. I mean, it's... I still like our chances against the Steelers.
I
to be
still
honest.
do too because it's
at home. If it's at home, I think what killed us in that first thing was Nick Chubb shattering whatever happened in his
career.
leg.
flamingoing his knee.
No, he's back. Have you seen his
His Instagram post?
his Instagram post?
You were just talking about it. I didn't see it yet.
Oh, he's back, baby.
Yeah? Where?
Back in public, not in the game.
Where? I hope
No,
wherever he goes back to, I hope it has a gun
he
in
was
He
his
made
hand.
a post of Batman's mask after Bane knocked it off in the movie.
Yeah.
And they just showed like the picture of him holding the broken mask. So
He also starred in
Thank
a
you, Denise.
Hallmark movie.
What? Oh my God! I love Hallmark movies.
He's
dude.
Nick
Which
Chubb.
one?
Nick Chubb.
A
Not
Santa Wish?
not a
What?
not a star, but Nick Chubb.
Prince for Christmas?
Nick Chubb made a cameo in a Hallmark Christmas movie.
Which one?
this year,
Yeah, it
Was it a Prince for Christmas?
When I was
watched that
googling
last
Nick
night.
Chubb injuries yesterday, it came up as a.
an injury. It's
Did he fall in love with a
hang
big
on.
city girl who moved to the small town
Hang on, let me look this up.
and had like a
I don't
bakery
know the
or some sort
actual-
of greeting card business?
No,
And then found the real meaning of
honestly,
Christmas?
I didn't hear one thing about this.
Let's see.
Hey, well, speaking of Christmas movies, cinnamon time, boys.
It smells like Christmas.
Wait, should we move to like mocha or mint stuff for next time, or no?
Peppermint
Okay.
schnapps.
Yeah. We tip her with our.
That is not true.
Look at her smiling the entire time. You're welcome. Yeah.
Is it that far down the rabbit hole?
How many movies is he in? Holy shit!
Cleveland Browns running back Nick Chubb is being featured by Hallmark as a keepsake ornament for this holiday season.
Oh my God.
Is his knee bent the
Yeah, I
wrong
was gonna say,
way?
is his knee crooked?
Twice.
Is his leg
Oh,
crooked in it?
he's not a Hallmark movie. It's
Okay.
he gets a yeah.
I was gonna say, when did he
Sorry,
find
I
time
I was
to
gonna say
act
I've been,
in between
I've been all over
surgery?
these Hallmark movies like for the last week.
was confused.
My Christmas tree's already up, guys. I don't know if I told you that.
Speaking of movies, we seen anything good recently, guys?
I started watching Tulsa King.
Oh, you haven't
told
seen
you.
Tulsa King?
Thoughts? Pretty good. I love it.
Told ya.
I love it.
That's another Taylor Sheridan show. That guy just makes hits.
Well, here was the thing, because I think you guys may have brought it up in one of the past podcasts.
definitely
We
did.
definitely did.
And
Yeah.
my phone heard that, so then I started getting Tulsa King clips on my Instagram, and I watched the first 2 episodes the other night.
Yeah.
Pretty.
A fish out of water gangster.
I just like how they get right into it with the show. They hop right into it. He shows up into Tulsa, goes right to that
immediately
dispensary,
shakes down the wee guy.
and he's
Well,
like, "Where's
yeah.
the money at?"
The dispensary guy is also one of my favorite, like
That guy is-
weird, like ancillary actors, like the dude from Silicon Valley.
Okay.
He's in Freaks and Geeks too.
Yeah.
Like, as a younger kid.
You know who I'm talking? Like the
No,
guy
I
with
never
the,
watched
the-
Freaks and Geeks.
No, the guy with the glasses
Yeah, yep.
with the long hair.
Yeah, the initial guy, not
Have
like
you
the
s-
owner of it, but the guy that owns it, or the guy that runs it.
The black dude's hilarious.
I'm
Is,
assuming you have never seen Silicon Valley.
Nope. Where do you guys find time to watch all this shit?
What do you do?
What do you
otherwise?
do? Yeah.
Work, sleep, mosey around.
See, got to stop moseying.
Yeah. You
And
wasted all your
start
time,
wa-
man.
and
Moseying.
I meander. That's what I do.
And dude, it's not.
What are you, some type of river? No.
It's not
Come
TV.
on.
It's HBO.
Oh, our HBO
Actually, it's
Max
Amazon.
subscription just
Oh, it
ended.
doesn't have Amazon Prime. That's why.
But Tulsa King is on Paramount, and that's good.
Oh, I watch it through Prime.
it's
but yeah.
it's good. That's really really good.
How are you only through 2? I
Very much
really
recommend.
burned through wait, how about Lioness Special Ops? Have you seen that yet?
Nah.
Don't watch the end.
Yeah, don't watch the end.
The first like 3/4 of that. I feel like Andy would really.
I think Andy lived that.
I feel like Andy would enjoy the first 3/4 of that show too.
Yeah, Lioness Special Ops.
Special Ops Lioness.
What's
That
it about?
Arabian chick is fucking hot though.
It's about there's like a Marine woman
but like CIA type lady
who gets recruited by the CIA to infiltrate like
a terrorist cell.
the
Oh,
terrorist
weapons
cell
dealer?
to
Yeah.
take out like the Saudi Arabian like guy who's in charge of 9/11.
Yeah, pretty much. And then some stuff happens.
Just don't watch the last 2 episodes.
There's a
They're
season,
bad.
There's a season 2.
He's still a Love Boat.
Okay, so that explains a lot.
It is exciting and new.
Yeah.
And if you coming aboard, they're expecting you.
I also watched the new Scream movie.
Oh my God, with Jenny Ortega, I was on a goddamn airplane. I liked it. No,
The last two that have come out in the last 2 years have been
at the end when they get hey, spoiler alert, it's been out for a year,
horrendous.
so okay. When they get to the end of the theater and they have all the different Scream people up there, like all the outfits, because the guy was a collector. Weirdly,
I can't do it anymore. How many times are they going to bring Nev Campbell back? And
Courtney Cox.
The second last one, they finally killed off David Arquette.
Yeah.
He died horrendously. It was.
I thought David Arquette died in those movies like years ago.
He kept getting stabbed.
Yeah.
He kept getting stabbed, didn't die, and then they finally killed him off in the second last one. It was so bad. It definitely do not recommend. Don't recommend.
I liked it.
Oh, holy shit. Wait. Washington, Oregon State is this week.
Okay. And Oregon State is 11.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
beat,
it's 5-11.
They
Something
whacked
like that.
somebody.
I
Saturday.
actually, you know what? Hot take, Oregon State.
You heard it here first.
Whoa, yeah?
Oregon State.
You heard it here first.
I like it. Let's take it.
All right. I'm all
Put
about
in the
that.
parlay.
Right, Denise?
Yep.
Why, did you go to
Denise,
Oregon?
what's your thoughts on Matt Rife, the comedian? Are you a
Do you
big
know who that
TikTok
is?
girl? Do you know Matt Rife, the TikTok? Have you listened to any of his stand up? Not the crowd work, but like the
He
actual
only
stand
does
up.
crowd work.
What do you thought? You for it? You like
Should
it?
we get her a microphone?
You laugh?
Or, yeah, I mean,
You find it humorous? I hate it.
he's
I started watching it last night and like
You said you couldn't finish, right?
Oh, I can never finish.
God damn it.
No, it's like I feel like his actual stand up is like he watched like a Damon Wayans stand up from like 1998 where he's like, you know what I'm talking about, where he's like
women
what?
women
Yeah.
be shopping.
yeah, like oh what people be walking through the mall like this.
Airplane peanuts. Yeah.
I'm going to have to watch this.
Am I
during the
wrong?
break.
Well, plus he's like a bit rapey.
Am I wrong?
Too.
I've seen random clips, but I haven't paid attention to it enough to really.
He's a good-looking kid, but I think he's
Every clip he has on TikTok is just him doing
crowd work. That's his whole thing. Yeah.
But his actual comedy is like, wait, is he doing Kings of Comedy? Is he doing Kings of Comedy?
So
I think if he was, like, Cat Williams would be all
We're
over
gonna
him,
we're
you
gonna
know?
take a quick break right here, and I'm
I have to-
gonna make Andrew watch 5 minutes of this show.
I just have to see a clip of this, and we're going to finish up NFL, and we'll get this thing wrapped up.
and Andy's just gonna
He's going to jump off the deck here, I think,
Yeah.
any second. Yeah, into oncoming traffic.
Andy's gonna dolphin dive off the deck.
All 4 cars that drive by. Sorry. That picked up that can opening really well. All right, anyway, we're going to... I'll hop back into this Rife guy. And then...
I moved the fan, and now it's all... No, I moved the fan with my foot, and I'll blow my face. Oh, my God. Oh.
Got a podcaster down.
Sorry. Oh. I kicked the fan with my foot, and all the dust just blew directly into my face.
That's a good way to hop back
my
in.
God.
You all right there?
Yeah. Give me a second.
You got any more sneezes coming in?
I think we're good.
Yeah, no, Casey, you're right. I watched a couple minutes of that, and it's... There's observational comedy, and then there's just...
Observing.
And just saying what you saw.
Hey, there's a white Jeep. There's a white
Sorry.
Jeep!
And Denise, I get it. He's a good looking guy.
That's directly...
But, yeah, I won't be watching that entire special.
I just didn't get it.
Not my
But
thing.
also, like, I think I'm also into, like, dude comics, I guess. Like Tom Segura. I'm a huge Tom Segura.
Shane Gillis, into Chris Stefano. You've heard of him?
But I think that's just me.
I liked Bill Burr a lot more back in the day when he was playing in smaller clubs. Now I understand that he has to reach out to other audiences. I love his podcast, just because that is literally observational comedy by himself with no audience, and it's good.
Have you seen his movie?
Old Dads?
Old Dads?
Is it? I saw some clips
I
from
liked it.
I couldn't fucking stand it.
I liked it. Really?
I couldn't stand it. No, it's like at some point it just gets to the point where it's like, oh, liberals.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Their dumb ideas.
I liked it.
Yeah, after the fourth fucking hour, it gets pretty fucking tiring.
Is it just? Is
so
it,
do liberals.
So, but it's a long ass movie of just nonstop.
It's an hour and a half movie where he's just like, oh, here I am, and the boomer in this generation. Everyone's got
is he Hulk
pronouns
Hogan?
now.
Jesus. Is he Hulk Hogan?
I don't
Did you
fucking know.
did you watch the whole thing?
No,
I was gonna.
I got an hour in. I got an hour in.
Here's
Bobby Cannavale is fucking awesome.
Here's what'll make me mad.
I liked him.
Yeah. What he's like turns out he loved coke.
What'll make me mad though is
they go to the casino. Do you even get that part?
Because I can already tell you how this is going to end. It comes to the very end of the movie where the two generations find a common ground.
Well,
if it does
spoiler alert, the guy that buys their company out from under them ends up getting fired for doing exactly what they did and why he fired them.
And so they have Bill Burr and Bobby Cannavale.
And the guy from the movie Devil, Joaquin Woodbine.
Yeah, Bokeem.
Sorry.
Bokeem Woodbine have a throwback jersey company in Los Angeles, and they get bought by a tech bro who
which is a shame because I like
when I say it like that, you hate it, right?
Yes. Well, shut up. All right.
Yeah.
So don't recommend that movie. It looked like a good.
I liked it.
Okay, I think because I love Bill Burr.
It was just if you love Bill Burr, you'll love this fucking movie. But it just gets tiring after the first 45 minutes.
I relate to his anger a lot of the times. I get like I love that portion of it.
Hang on, dude, I want to fight people all the time. I love it.
It's all those guys. It's all those comics that were on Opie and Anthony back in the day that I have just loved and followed their whole career. And like another guy that was perfect like that, Patrice O'Neill. I loved his riffing and his like on the show talk.
He was probably one of the most naturally funny people I've ever heard.
He was a person that could work an audience.
Yeah.
He could come out and not even say anything that had to do with his material and just talk with it. Just
you know who reminds me of him?
Casey Retzer.
No, Black Ron. No.
No.
Okay.
I feel like Black Ron is like a light Casey Retzer.
Casey Light?
I think it would be the other way around. No?
Also, if you're a big Black Ron fan, you should come see us on Tuesdays at the Beach Bar.
Is that
the Ron and Casey show?
Is that Tuesdays. He's doing a sober October, right? And leading into November.
Sober everything. That runs everywhere, too.
He didn't drink a single thing last night. We still had a great time.
He's been doing it for a while. He said he's feeling good. I do that. I do my dry January down here. I get to January 1st, and then I go all the way up to the Super Bowl. I do a full 6 weeks without drink. And once you get beyond that first week, you really don't even care.
Like, if I was going to do
humble brag.
I drink a lot of Heineken Zeros. But
if I was going to do a dry month, it'd be February, because I'm a big piece of shit. And there's 3 less
shortest
days.
Month? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of other restaurants, how about Nate just smoking a cigar while he's painting right now?
Painting Nate.
Oh, painting Nate over there.
Painting, smoking Nate.
Yep. Anyway, now where were we?
We should probably hop back into football.
Let's,
All right, so we just talked about the Bengals-Ravens. The next game on the list that I have here, Browns-Steelers.
That's it. You guys take it away. And I'm rooting for you guys, but you guys are the passionate ones. So.
It's already turned sort of into a Browns podcast, but
home game. I like us. Even without Nick Chubb, I think we're leading the league in rushing, if not top 3.
Jerome Ford had over 100 yards against the Ravens, which it's hard to get 100 yards against the Ravens on the ground.
Our defense is legit. Myles Garrett has shown he can take over games.
Yep, and it's one of those things that I look at it where I think our defense versus their offense.
I see it being a defense split. depending on who's in
And
What's the
it.
over?
I think
What's the over-under?
it is. I think their their offense is a little bit more anemic than ours.
It's basically if Jackson's hitting throws, and then his guys aren't short arming.
This one's
this
one's in Cleveland.
Yeah.
The over-under is 34.5.
Yeah.
I don't like that over-under at all.
I don't. Yeah, that's a weirdo. This could be a 17-13, like one of those.
Yeah, I agree. I see it like a.
If Walker's
I could see it being 17-10.
Yeah,
Walker's
something
hit,
low.
if Walker will hit Amari Cooper, like he loves Amari Cooper way more than Deshaun does. Like that is his crutch. Is like, fuck it, let's throw it up to Amari Cooper.
Let's go.
And it works.
You
for
should
him.
every once in a while.
I mean,
so your prime
they
receiver.
beat the 49ers with that.
Yeah.
They beat the Colts with that. And to be honest, we were that weird head deflection from beating the Seahawks with that too.
Yep. And
That
then
was kinda
weirdly
weird.
enough,
Yeah.
and then weirdly enough, we kind of got it back against the Ravens with the Greg Newsome interception.
Right.
I know it was a deflection from our guy, but it was another weird deflection where you're like, oh my god, what is this? So that kind of evened itself out in our universe. But I'm not touching the game. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm just going to say the score is going to be 17-10. I don't know who's going to win.
I'm saying 17-13 Browns.
Okay.
Brownies.
17-13 Browns. I love that.
Okay, sounds good.
Lock it up.
Moving along.
That
we
would be
got,
lock of the week.
America's new team, the Texans, with C.J. Stroud playing the Cardinals.
My brother says that's a trap game.
I agree with your brother. Though.
You think the Cardinals are?
Well,
because
so
I think Kyler Murray's actually going to be focused and.
Well, no.
I think he's going to try and do too much.
So what I have, I'm sure I've told you guys. I'm in my survivor pool, still going on a pick'em.
Yeah.
Like,
how many people left?
1,200 now out of 25,000.
Oh, I thought you meant like you're in a league of like 10 people.
No, it's a 25,000 person pool. Winner gets 650,000.
Hey, you've made it to the top 5%. You're
Cash out now.
No,
or Jeff will call you.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
You can't cash out, and everyone who's left has to agree to take the money and split it.
Yeah.
But my brother's saying trap game. I said Texans over Cardinals, but he's saying trap game.
Yeah, because it looks like it's in
Houston.
Houston.
I like the Cardinals here. Like I said, you have Kyler Murray literally playing for his job. We were talking about that earlier.
In Houston,
Right.
over-under is 47.5.
Over. This is a 20. This is a 31-27,
Over.
31-28.
Based on the matchup indicator, they're
Wait,
saying
does that math even work there? Yeah.
they're saying Houston's 2-1 favorite. But I hate the matchup indicators. Can't stand them. So, you think it's a trap game, or
I think it's a trap game.
you said your brother thinks that? Do you think it's a trap game?
I'm kind of. It's a toss up. I don't think it's a. I think it's a toss up. Whereas, like, I think it's a 4.5 point, right?
Right now they got it at 4. So it's essentially it is basically even.
Pick essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And what did he tell me with instead? He says Jags over Titans instead.
Going on to the next game. Wait, that's the trap game.
But like, I hate that game even more.
That's
almost.
the old school Thursday night game that everybody hated every year.
I
They're like,
fucking
ooh, a Thursday
hate
night
that
game, and it
game
was
even
Jags
more.
Titans.
Yeah. Oh, because they have to put one team. They have to put them on every single one. The team. Every team has to be on once.
They have
right?
they have to have a primetime game. So
Yeah.
it doesn't necessarily have to be Sunday or Monday, but they have to get one. So
But like I feel like it was like always the Jags on Thursday night.
It always
Yeah.
and the Titans.
And the
That
Titans,
was the
yeah.
game where you actually had a night off to watch it, and it was that game, and
You're
you
like,
went,
here we go, and you're like, ah, fuck.
Turn that off. So, okay, but that game's 6.5 points for the
I don't-
Jags.
Personally, I like the Texans, but it's I don't know, like it's getting to that point where like I've used all my team. Like you have to use your teams.
Yeah.
Like,
So who are you going to take in that? Texans or Cards? For you, and you're doing it for your survivor pool, right?
it's my survivor pool.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the Jags in my survivor pool, just so if that way it loses, I can yell at my brother.
Fair enough.
And say you did this. This is on you, Troy.
It's great having a brother.
Yep. Next, you got Dolphins Raiders.
Dolphins can't play well against good teams. They're playing a bad team. Dolphins by 1,000,000.
Didn't you always say 500 teams,
Raiders, though? Come on, man.
Didn't you always say 500 teams, though? Not you did say well teams, but you always said 500 teams.
No, good teams.
Okay.
Raiders are not a good team.
True.
Dolphins roll.
What about
Dolphins off a bye?
Dolphins. I'm talking like Dolphins don't play well. Like what I'm saying is like when the Dolphins play the Eagles or the Chiefs, don't bet on the Dolphins. But when they play a mediocre to bad team,
do they cover the 12 points?
It's 12.
Oh yeah.
Dolphins off a bye.
Still,
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Still, yeah, I like that at home. Did you? As something I've noticed. I noticed when I was in Miami, when they redid Hard Rock Stadium. I don't know if you guys knew this or not. Did I talk about this?
About how they kicked all the people out?
Well, yeah, that too.
Oh.
But also the way they have is that game at 1 o'clock?
2 o'clock here.
So the way they have that stadium set up.
Oh, it's the sun, right?
The sun at 1 o'clock brings up the temperature on the away sideline 20 more degrees than the home sideline.
As well they should. And if the Raiders are wearing all
It
black,
is-
and I guarantee you Miami's wearing white that day.
They always wear white at home.
That is Red Auerbach style. Put no hot
That
water
is
in the
some,
shower.
that is
against
some
the Lakers.
Dolphins bullshit.
Boston Garden move.
Love the Dolphins there.
Okay. Smash the Dolphins on that -12. Cowboys, Panthers.
Cowboys.
Cowboys. Don't even got to talk about it.
Yeah.
Bears, Lions.
Bears. No, wait. My line.
Bears?
Shit, what do I do here?
Who are you? Honolulu Blues? What?
The Motor City Moonmen Lions. Shit, against my cousin Darnell?
Lions by a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Packers,
Lions roll.
Packers, Chargers.
Chargers.
Over.
Yeah.
Like, wait. That line is only 3? If I were to bet if I had a mortgage, I would bet the Chargers -3.
You can have a mortgage. It's only Wednesday right now by Sunday.
I mean, if I were to bet a mortgage, I would bet the Chargers -3 against the Packers.
Yeah, I think so too. I think you're right. And the over-under?
Don't care whether it's in Lambeau.
44.5
That
in
game
Lambeau.
could be in Frankfurt, Germany, for all I care. That game could be in Abu Ghraib. I will take the Chargers.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Casey. Really?
Moving along.
I'm not saying it's not funny, but...
Giants, Commanders.
Hey, Casey.
Commanders. Wow. Washington getting 9.5. Giving 9.5.
Tommy DeVito, dude.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
I never thought
that's a no one cares game.
I am not touching that motherfucker with a 10-foot pole.
I never thought I'd see a 9.5 point spread in a game between a 4-6 and 2-8 team.
And keep in mind, this is the Commanders team that let go of 2 of their best defensive linemen at the trade deadline.
Yep.
And it's Sam Howell. Sam
leading the league in passing yards. Sam Howell.
Yeah,
right now.
I mean,
when you throw 4 interceptions a game.
Yeah, when you chuck it, man, to
you
McLaurin,
get the ball right
you know?
back. Niners, Bucks. Jeez, there's not great games on this
No,
league, are there?
it is
The Thursday night game
trash.
is the premier game. Niners by a lot.
Oh, thanks, Denise.
Thanks, Denise.
Everyone give it up for Denise.
Yay!
Way to go, Denise. Yeah, she's the best.
Andy, can we comp this?
Hey, wait. I know how to get rid of this.
What's
Now it
0%
doesn't
of
exist.
0? Yeah.
The irony here is everything is done electronically, and I've never printed out a receipt when I've worked here.
you know he told her to autograph it too, I bet.
Oh, does it have an autograph on it?
No, it was
Not
blank.
anymore.
It was blank. It was an Andy joke.
Yeah.
So it was not funny. That's why he's not on the podcast or our group text.
That's why. Yeah, that's why we split the group text off.
Yeah. Hey, Denise, we'll add you on, though. Don't worry.
You're gonna have Rosie Palmer on next week.
Yeah. Megan, Olivia, and Rosie. Yeah.
Bucks, Niners.
Pretty sure
Niners
she's busy. My wife.
Niners.
Yeah.
In Gene Stadium.
There are multiple 10-point games here, huh?
Because they're shit
And then
matchups.
even the ones that aren't are like high single-digit games.
Yeah.
Jets, Bills. Bills giving 7.
Jets.
I kind of
Jets. Jets, baby.
I like the Jets in that. I like Josh Allen to throw 2 interceptions
Perhaps more.
Okay,
Jets
that's the bet on the game. So you're doing? Are you doing 1.5 interceptions?
Yeah,
for
2+
Josh
interceptions.
Allen? 2+.
Yeah, so
I like it.
Two or more.
Okay.
So I mean, over 1.5. Yeah.
Do you have any fumbles on his part too? You said he's usually good for one of each.
No, I think he muffs a pooch punt too.
That would be amazing.
That would be.
A third down
I don't even
pooch
know how to even bet that, but yeah.
He kicks it over his head.
Backwards.
Peanuts.
Or,
Peanuts.
or does he Charlie Brown it?
Yeah,
Does
he peanuts Charlie Brown's it over his head.
Hey, it is Thanksgiving coming up. Oh yeah.
Very good point.
Oh fuck! Seahawks -1 against the Rams. Stafford's back.
Yeah.
I think the Seahawks are the most up and down team in the league. I think
I
they're
think they're the
and
most
they're 6-3,
slept-on team though too.
I think they're back.
And it's
I
in
think
LA.
Seahawks win.
Oh man,
Wait.
Vikings, Broncos. Wait,
Sunday, the Broncos double primetime games.
Yeah, Russell Wilson, dude.
Josh Dobbs Express.
That's right. Ride it.
Take it.
Train's leaving the station.
Vikings.
All aboard.
ugh. But thank God we get saved. So they basically bookended the schedule this week with.
This is terrible. This is
It's
why
a great
I hate- this is
AFC
why I
North game on
fucking
Thursday.
hate ESPN.
Thank God they didn't do it for Thanksgiving weekend.
I'm actually shocked this is not the Thursday night game on Thanksgiving.
Eagles Chiefs.
Yeah.
Ruining my Dungeons and Dragons Monday night.
Okay, let's take Taylor Swift camera shots versus total Josh Allen rushing yards.
I don't even so much mind about the Taylor Swift thing. We just said it was going to be a Kelsey sucking fuck
It's the
fest.
it's the Kelsey.
Slugfest. Yeah.
Wait. Ooh, here's the bet. Who gets more TV shots? The Kelsey mom or Taylor Swift?
Taylor Swift. Oh wait, what if they're together? Is that a push?
Well, the Kelsey mom's going to be wearing the divided jersey
Yep. So that's
between Jason and Travis. That's good. That's good.
a good- yeah,
that's a
that's
good
a-
bet.
let me see what the. So
But what if they're in the? There's got to be a prop bet for this. I'll look it up.
well, let's get into the first portion of
Someone
it.
call Cottons right now.
Over under's 45.5. Kansas City. It's basically an even game. It's in Kansas City and
Eagles
Kansas
win
City's
that game. Eagles win that game.
I think
got the
Eagles win that
Eagles?
game too.
Oh man.
Eagles win that game.
It's gonna be a cooler
Eagles win
game.
that game, and I'm taking the Kelsey mom over Taylor Swift.
Is there confirmation that Taylor Swift is going to be at the game?
And that's why I'm taking that bet. She will
Well,
be
yeah,
there.
well, yeah. What's your tour schedule? Hang on. Where's she? I thought she's in South America or something, right?
Was
no,
she in
but-
Argentina?
Yeah,
with like
but-
a huge.
Travis Kelsey went to Argentina,
and
but
she
that
changed
was
the lyrics to
that
one
was
of the
during the
songs.
bye week. But I like let's.
Yeah, look up
Oh my
and see
God,
if she's on tour.
yeah.
If she because if
I cannot wait for this breakup. To tell you the truth,
it's
I
making
can't wait.
everybody watch.
Spectacular.
I can't wait for these babies.
they're going to be on ESPN all the fucking time. You know that, right?
Let's look this up.
Yeah,
Taylor.
I'll say I'm not sick of it. I just don't care because the game's got to be played.
I don't
anyway.
care, and I'm sick
The
of it.
game's got to be played anyway. And to tell you the truth, the longer that they're broadcasting Taylor Swift up in the owner's box or something like that, the longer I don't have to watch a commercial. Which is a commercial in itself. I get that. I get the irony of that. And also, I don't really watch too many Kansas City games.
I'd rather play Dungeons and Dragons on Monday night.
I mean, it's a pretty great time. You should.
I have no concept of how
When
that game works.
when I worked last week
what-
here, when Kansas City played in Frankfurt at the upstairs bar and grill, it was packed.
Yeah.
When we had an early game, and it was great. It was really
it
good.
looks like Taylor Swift will be on tour. This is the 19th.
That is no, the 20th. It's a Monday night game.
Taylor Swift.
So that's a long flight.
Taylor Swift has a tour on the 19th. She has a tour date
Where?
on the 19th. Let me look that up. Let's see.
Andy, can we buy tickets and broadcast live
But then
from
she's
there?
got to fly up to Kansas
No.
City.
She is still in the South American tour. She is in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil,
Ooh.
on the 19th,
How spicy.
but is not back till the 24th in Sao Paulo, Brazil.
She's going to that fucking game.
She's going to that
Fuck,
game.
She's going to a Monday night game where everybody's watching with the Kelsey. She'll be there. So,
I'm taking the Kelsey mom anyways.
yeah, you have to with the jersey.
Kelsey mom.
I'm taking an asteroid to hit the Earth.
Now you're on
money
now you're on
line.
his train.
Yeah, no, I've always been on
the
this train.
Cowboys Patriots.
I've always been on this train.
And I don't want to miss a thing.
I'm all about it.
Yeah.
But you're taking Philadelphia.
I'm taking Philly and the
like
Kelsey
Philly.
mom over.
I'll take Philly.
Are they both coming off of bye weeks?
Philly is for sure.
Yeah, so is KC. Yeah.
So is Kansas City.
So they both got a lot of rest. Not only did they not have to play.
I like Philly's offense, and I think their defenses are pretty
Right
even.
now, yeah, the matchup predictor saying 3-2 Kansas City.
Go by your
but-
matchup predictor.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Yeah, I hate that
Matchup
thing.
predictor over here. Get out of here with that shit.
So last year when I was up in Rhode Island,
Right.
the Browns were
I gotta
playing.
go take a piss. So
I'll
that's
talk
it
to
for
Mooney
me.
about this.
yeah.
Well, the Jets were playing the Browns.
Yeah.
and at one point of the game, the Browns were 99.8% favorites, and they lost.
Yeah, I know, because that's like how literally, if I was going to bet on them, that's
Yeah,
what-
so I hate-
that's how that works, man.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
I hate the matchup predictors. I hate the.
Well, stop looking at them then. I mean,
I can't help it though. I want to see
Why?
like how close is this team to winning right now?
No, you got to wing it. Like John Wayne, man, gunslinger.
Wyatt Earp it.
Yeah.
All right.
Speaking of John Wayne gunslingers, what are you doing for Thanksgiving, Pilgrim?
Probably gonna wear a hat.
Yeah.
I think we have an interior designer inside of here.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we should have a little, maybe a little
I think actually,
Yeah.
what we just got was the bill for that.
CVS receipt. I mean, God damn it.
Long enough.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of that. Well, have we run out of steam? Are we
Wait. Where's Casey's wallet? Let's put his credit card down. Yeah.
He was smart enough to take it with him.
Damn it.
Well, with that being said,
Yeah.
I think we'll wrap it up.
Yeah.
And-
Hey, Casey. Hey, John Cena. Anything to add?
Also, there's a possibility that we may be doing this again on Sunday. Not sure yet, but if we do,
Yeah. We hope to see you there.
call
Cool.
it. You're coming back. Oh, never mind. Never mind.
Never. Yeah. Should have taken the mic to the
Welcome
bathroom.
back, Casey Retzer. Let me
Yeah.
turn your mic on for you.
Hey, we're wrapping up right now.
No, and I actually you said some trigger words for me, and it was the Jets Browns game from last year where we were winning and then they came back and won.
Yep.
And it brought me back to the
Dark place.
No, I want to say it was like the 2014 Patriots Browns game where you're up 13 against Tom Brady with
Yep.
minute and 50 seconds left. I had bet $200 on that game with Austin Doolin.
I remember that day very specifically because I couldn't watch the game because I had something going on. But
I remember the game because the story's hilarious.
You were
Yeah.
So you remember
it was
that game?
it was December of 2013.
He
Positively.
handed with 2 minutes left and us 13 up. He handed me the money.
And then he dueled.
Another onside kick that.
And
no wonder it
and
triggered
then
you.
I had to double hand back the money.
After
And then-
already buying
Did
shots.
you spend the? Yeah, you spent the
Yeah,
money.
after already buying shots though. I remember that. It was down
No,
here.
then
Yeah.
I had to work at this fucking bar.
Yeah.
I had to work downstairs at this bar. And everyone was like, "Why are you in such a bad mood?" I'm like, "What? I'm wearing a Browns jersey. Why do you think I'm in such a bad mood?"
Womp womp.
Yeah, we get used to that noise in Cleveland.
Yeah. I wasn't so much of a happy-go-lucky fan back then.
Have
Like,
you ever been to a Browns game in Cleveland?
No, never in Cleveland.
Oh man. Okay. Well, this
Hey,
could be a good
field
the
trip? Field
yes,
trip?
because you got to get there for the Muni lot at 7 a.m.
Oh, can I come?
Yes.
Yay.
I
Absolutely.
do actually
Just
have,
don't wear a Steelers jersey. Just don't do that.
I
Anything
have
else,
okay.
you're cool.
I
but-
have a couple of people who are like, "Hey, if you," because they come down here and they see me in my fucking Browns jersey and have hung out with me, and they're like, "Yo, if you ever come to a Browns game."
Is it your mob friend from the other night?
No, dude, I have
Yeah.
from Chagrin Falls.
I was talking to someone the other day. It was probably like a couple years ago, and they were like, "My dad is Pumpkinhead."
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't know what that means,
I went to
but
high
that's a big fucking
I went-
deal.
There's a
went-
guy
I
at a
went to high
movie
school
for
with
Halloween
Bonehead.
like a couple of
It's
20 years
it's
ago.
the dude in the dog pound who wears the pumpkin for the head.
You're right. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
If you were a Browns fan, you would.
I'm not a Browns fan.
If we
so,
did
yeah.
it right, my parents live a half hour from the stadium. The best way to do it is to go to the Mooney lot. You get there.
The Mooney lot?
The Mooney lot.
The Mooney
lot. Okay, now we got something going.
Sweet.
And you black out and you don't see the game. So
What a Mooney lot thing to do.
That's what I'm the best at.
Yeah.
you missed the entire game.
Wait, maybe I am a Browns fan.
And then you go to West 6th Street afterwards and you black out even more. So Mooney lot, sort of Browns game.
Run from the cops.
Run Uber from the
What
cops.
a Mooney lot thing to do.
We'll see you there.
All right. We're done. Yeah. Have a good night, guys. We'll see you, I don't know, whenever.
I don't know, Sunday, Wednesday, who knows?
Happy Thanksgiving, pilgrims.